Welcome to Deerfeet. I'm Jess.
Welcome to
Whoa. BeefyBois and Deerfoot sisters in the same room? What is this, a crossover episode?
Perfect. First take. We didn't rehearse that at all. Okay.
See, Joe, how you always say we sound like we rehearse and script everything? No, we're just polished.
Uh-huh.
We're just professional speakers. So we don't rehearse everything. I feel like should I take off my bangles? Are they
Yes.
really
They're very much getting
I'll take off my
yes.
bangles. Wait, hold on.
We didn't really rehearse it, though. I mean, we did plan it.
Yeah,
It wasn't not planned, but it wasn't like we rehearsed it a bajillion times.
Okay, that is a fair point.
Thank you.
That's how all of our episodes are.
So this is a crossover episode between the BeefyBois and the Deerfeet.
The Deerfoots.
The
yes.
Deerfoots.
And the Deerfoot Sisters podcast
Called Deerfeet. And we're going to
I thought we were calling this the venison steaks or whatever.
the venison siblings.
Venison Sibs.
Because that's deer meat. So.
Yeah, and we're like not sisters or boys. We're just like a mixture.
Siblings, yes, I got you.
But Jess and only the OG Sibs could be on.
Yeah,
So.
because
I'm sorry,
BeefyBois
sibling-in-laws?
Superfan was in the room. Tim was in the room for you other BeefyBois fans, but he's not allowed to be on this episode, I guess.
We can definitely have both of your BeefyBois super fans on.
Why, who's the other superfan? Mom?
Mom, those are the two people that are probably your biggest fans.
What about Renee? Renee
I
listens
listen
to every
pretty
episode.
much every week.
I
Sometimes
guess.
I
She
skip some of the
contributes.
Nerd
Yeah.
Fests because they're kind of boring.
What are you talking about? Those are the best.
They're not.
They're the best.
They're like, I feel like you're always like, they perform the best. I'm like, probably
They
because people like
do,
me like
though.
listen and then like we get so bored that we stop and then we start again and probably just like record
The
multiple
it
plays.
counts the download numbers, man.
True, I guess. I don't know.
That's true.
No.
But it's just because you don't, I feel as though you don't explain enough of like what you're talking about.
Yeah, because it's not for you. This is
Well,
a
that's
deep
why
dive.
I don't listen to it because I'm like, I don't know.
Ugh.
Should we answer? Now she's calling me.
Well, tell her
Okay,
to call
I
mom.
just texted her.
Oh,
Maybe I'll just call her back.
okay.
Just tell her to call mom.
Okay. Don't
Whatever.
get into anything too weird. Talk about Star Wars.
Let's talk about Star Wars. Let's talk about
So,
Jessica's
last
a weirdo
night-
because she hates Baby Yoda.
Last night was Christmas Eve, and I was wrapping.
So we call it Christmas Adam
Oh, Christmas
because
Adam.
it comes first and it's mostly disappointing.
True.
Carry.
So I was wrapping Christmas presents, and I started when I got home around 10 after going to TJ Maxx at like 9:30. And I was like, oh, I'll watch the 2 episodes of The Mandalorian that I'm behind on. So I caught
Okay.
up on those, which were really sad. First of all,
Why?
well, the last episode was sad when that Nick Nolte guy died.
Oh, that's true.
Died
I
or
have
was
spoken.
injured. I don't know.
I really want to end a lecture, especially a confusing one, by just saying I have spoken and walking out of the room, but I really shouldn't do that.
Well, it was sad, and then Baby Yoda got kidnapped, Obvi. So if you haven't listened, sorry, spoilers.
Yeah, Mandalorian episode 7 spoilers, I guess.
We could put that in the description since you're all about writing those super intense descriptions. But anyway, so then
People
after
care about the show notes.
I watched those, I was like, okay, I have like more time. I was like, I guess I'll just watch like Last Jedi, which weirdly is not on
It's
Disney
because
Plus,
Netflix has this
but it
exclusive
is
streaming
on
agreement, yeah.
Netflix,
So is
which
the
doesn't really
Solo.
make sense to me. But whatever. So I watched it on Netflix, and I was like wrapping presents, and it was like almost 2 in the morning, and I was like almost done wrapping presents, and I was like, I'm gonna save these presents for later because like I don't need them till later this week. And I was like, this movie must almost be over. And I looked, there was like another 45 minutes. I was like, how long is this movie? Like, obviously I watched it before, but I did not remember. So it was like right after in Last Jedi when like she has the big fight with Kylo and then like he kills Snoke or whatever his name is. And I'm like, oh, that seems like the end, right? No, there's like another hour.
Yeah.
Like, what the heck? That's so crazy.
You get the cool fight scene in the like red sand
Red Planet, yeah.
and
then the little ice dogs.
Laura Dern has to sacrifice herself. Last
Yeah.
Jedi spoilers, I guess.
I watched her sacrifice herself. She ripped that ship apart.
The thing that pisses me off, people hate that movie for a number of reasons. First of all, they don't like Rose's character for some reason. She's fine.
She's kind of
just-
annoying.
she's
She's
fine.
kind of annoying.
She's not as bad as they make him out to be. And also,
She's no Jar Jar Binks,
they get
but
annoyed about Rey's parents not being anyone important and the Kylo Rey relationship, but I'm like, whatever. Also, they're not siblings. Just get over it.
but
Also,
are they siblings?
no.
But do you know that?
Well, I don't know because I feel like they're going to be based on all the reviews of Last Jedi that I read. That it's just pandering to
You
what
mean
the
Rise
fans
of the
want.
Skywalker?
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Rise of Skywalker.
I worry this movie's going to be terrible.
But see, the thing is, like, okay, so I'm not like a huge Star Wars person. I've watched them. I haven't watched all of like the second the first ones.
The prequels? They're
Yeah.
bad. They're really bad.
I watched, like, the first one. That's the Phantom Menace, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I watched that one, but I don't think I watched the other ones after
Are
that.
you an angel?
So,
Scooty Dopot.
do you know what the guy calls in the pod race? There's, like, an insult. Do you know what he...
Jessica Bulba.
No, do you know what it is in English?
No.
Oh, I forget. We had it at trivia. It was something like slime back or something. No, it was
That's like a racial
I
slur.
had to go all the way upstairs because it was about
it was like slime
cook-off.
slug. About the what? Oh, the
It was
cook-off.
about the
Lovely.
cook-off prizes because she's helping us make the prizes and she was trying to.
Jess, do you remember in the trivia we watched of the pod racers and it was like the insult that he called him?
Jessica
it was like a
Sasabova.
slime ball. I think it was slime ball.
What?
The Scooty Dopot Slamo. Is that which one?
Yeah, maybe that because that's probably a slime ball.
Are you an angel?
She's not a fan, so
Yippee!
anyway,
Now this is pod racing.
that's so creepy.
so
Anyway,
Why? Because I know all the Anakin quotes.
It's just creepy the way you're saying it.
That's what he sounds like.
So anyway,
And I
when
don't hate
watched-
Baby Yoda. I just hate Star Wars.
Yeah, you said, quote, I think Baby Yoda is cute, and then I remember it's Star Wars and I hate it. That's what you said.
I don't know why. I just don't think it's good. Like, I have to rewatch maybe the originals. Like, I saw the original movies when I was a kid.
I mean, the originals are pretty good, but like Mark Hamill is just like too much.
Are
He's
the
just, like,
new
a
ones
whiny
better?
baby.
They're not good.
I mean, it's like
how you watch Doctor Who and it's just like bad TV.
No, but, like,
and
the
it's like, why do I want to watch
story is
stupid
good.
bad
The
No,
TV?
story
there's
is good.
Doctor Who has some good poignant
Doctor Who
moments.
has some really sad.
Season 1 is fucking sad.
Yes, it is. But the Star Wars story is really good, and like it's like designed to be kitschy. Like that's part of the lore.
That's true.
Like it's supposed to be.
I
kinda
just
dumb.
don't like
now
sci-fi.
the newest installments though with Rey and Kylo Ren. I remember watching the first one, Force Awakens,
Yeah.
and being like, "Is this just the same exact
Well,
movie as
that's
Star
why
Wars?"
The Last Jedi is the best one.
Yeah, that's why I said that's so stupid.
Because I'm like, it's
I
literally
started watching it, and that's what I
exactly the
said.
same.
I was like, this is just Star Wars.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is
This
that what
is
the
just
original
Star
one was
Wars with
called, or they
younger
named it
people.
something else
No,
later?
it was called Episode 4: A New Hope from the beginning.
Are
But
you
that was
sure?
literally-
I don't think when it was released, it was called that.
No, it wasn't.
Is it based on books? Like,
Because
No.
but it wasn't supposed to
so
ever
he just
be
already
more than
had
one
those
movie.
other 3 episodes?
No, it was...
Let me look it up.
Well, maybe not in the very
I think
original.
when it was
original.
released
The
in
96 re-release,
1977, it was like
just called Star Wars.
just called Star Wars.
No, those are all from George Lucas's head. Those are all his ideas. It's based on
Did you
Buck
know that
Rogers'
he made
original.
Pixar? He started Pixar?
No, he didn't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, according to our trivia,
That's
he did.
not true.
Look it up.
We
No,
read that
John
in Trivial
Lasseter
Pursuit.
started Pixar. He was the voice of the
George
pig and the
Lucas.
tow truck and everything.
Are you
I'm
sure?
positive.
Because I feel like I just looked it up.
This says
He
the
started
Lucasfilm
Industrial Light and Magic.
Ltd. John Lasseter used to work at Lucasfilm before he founded Pixar.
Yeah,
It
John
used to be owned by
Lasseter.
Star Wars director George Lucas until October 30th, 2012, when Disney bought Lucasfilms.
That's
So
I didn't
he
So
know.
he
owned
started
it.
it under Lucas.
Okay.
So it technically
Well,
was part of
then we're
Lucas.
both
So he
Correct.
owned it, I guess. Okay, but
Oh,
what
so
was
that guy started it?
John Lasseter, yeah.
That's
The
his
voice
name?
of the pig, yeah.
He's also the voice of many other characters.
Yes, he's in
Back.
every Pixar movie.
I didn't know what his name was.
I looked up Star Wars name, and it's like telling me how I can find out what my Star Wars name is.
Oh.
So dumb.
Wait, let me see. My first initial.
No.
Oh, I'm Darth Lemelisk.
Darth Lemony.
No, Darth Lemelisk. You're Darth. No, you're not Darth.
Sounds like Garth.
You're Imperial Commander
Yes, I am.
Addis, and so are you.
Oh, great. That's a great generator if it just goes by initials. JR
Yeah.
are very common initials.
Did you know that
Are they?
Yeah.
Renee's first name is actually Myrtle?
Yeah, I
Myrtle
heard
Renee
this
Mahoney.
story.
She just doesn't like to go by it. So
She
she goes
doesn't
by
want to
her
be
middle name.
MMM.
She goes by her middle name, Renee.
I thought her middle name was Marie.
No, her real first name is Myrtle. Her middle name is Renee.
If my name
Where
was
does
Myrtle
Marie come
Marie
from?
Rafus, then
She
my
made that up. She
my
didn't
initials
want
would
to
be
know about the
MMR.
Myrtle part.
That's true.
An anti-vaxxers
Vaccinate
don't
your
like
kids.
me. Anyway, so I don't remember.
Did you hear my
whether
joke
or not
about
it's called
Christmas
that.
Adam, by the way?
No, and I don't
Yes,
know who
we've
that
heard
is.
it
It's
before.
the day before Christmas Eve. Because
Oh.
it comes first and it's generally disappointing.
Yeah, but I like
Our
it.
Christmas Adam was pretty good. We made a lot of
very
cookies.
busy.
I was on a plane.
We donated plasma and got paid for
You
it.
sold it.
Actually, you get paid for
to
your
donate.
time.
It's selling.
You get paid for your
It's
time.
selling.
Donate your
You donate your
Uh-huh.
plasma, you get paid for your time.
That's because
Okay.
you can't sell bodily fluids.
Yeah, well,
It's
there you
so
go.
weird looking. He was like, "Have you had a lot of vegetables? I can see the broccoli in yours." I was like, "Ew, don't talk about my plasma like
Why
that."
did you say that? That's gross.
He said it after he was like, "Hey, tie-dye girl, you ready to get hooked up?"
Alright,
Oh
that's
gosh,
just
that's
fucking
really
weird.
weird. Anyway, I can't figure out what the name of the movie was, but I think Tim told me it was called Star Wars, and he would know because
He's the
he was
only one that was
when it
alive.
There you go.
That garlic is woo.
I know, it's like making me
Pungent.
delicious. I love
It's
garlic.
delicious. All right, we can pick up this Star Wars chat later.
No, but wait, I was going to say
The
one more
next time,
thing.
Jessica has to take a phone call.
Oh, about Baby Yoda. Every time I see him on the screen, I'm literally like, "Aww!" Like every time. It doesn't matter.
Do you
if he's
watch it
on
with closed
50
captioning
times.
on?
Yes, I always use closed captioning.
Because he coos a lot. That's all good.
But did he really kill people, or was that just like a funny meme that was going around?
He hasn't killed anyone.
He hasn't killed people, but he does hurt them. He
He's
can
helped-
hurt them.
I mean, yeah, he has
he choked
force
that
powers.
lady,
Who?
Kara, and then he's like, "That's my friend. It's fine." And he's like, "Oh my god."
I don't remember
Remember?
that.
Because is
It
he
was in the
like?
last
Is it like
episode.
Frankenstein, where he is like a baby, but he's like very powerful?
Well, he's 50 years old, but he's a baby.
But is he still a baby, like
Yes, he's-
infantile? And
He's
like,
more of a toddler.
I think he's smart though. I don't
He
think
eats
he's like.
frogs a lot.
It's not
so
like
if you
he's,
had
like,
a pet frog, you might not
accidentally-
want him around because he likes to eat frogs.
Yeah, I don't think he's like accidentally.
Is that why
killing
they're so
people.
green?
Probably.
Because they eat frogs.
Yeah.
I think that's just the color of their species. Are you so white because you eat a lot of, I don't know, turnips?
Cauliflower?
I mean-
Well, I'm pink actually.
Okay.
You don't
But
know.
wait,
Just-
isn't there an animal that turns the color because it eats
flamingo.
certain things? Okay, yeah. Because what do they eat?
Krill.
Oh yeah.
Krill. How about manatees? Freshwater or saltwater?
Brackish.
Oh, brackish. Interesting.
But they live in the salt water. I mean, in the fresh water sometimes.
Yeah, and,
And he
freshwater
said there's no
springs.
such thing
Now,
as
if
jungle
this was the
manatees.
Beefy Boys, these fun trivia facts about animals would be a perfect transition to quiz time, but we have an outline we have to follow, so I believe it's time
Plus,
for
it's not. We
siblings
don't have
chat.
any animal quizzes.
Biology.
It's not
Well, it's not-
zoology.
It's okay.
Yeah,
Or
it's it's
stretch.
more basic. It's more of a general cellular biology, actually.
It's gonna, it's gonna be hard.
It's
and I
things you
feel
learned
like
in high
I'm
school
gonna be
bio.
disadvantaged, like not having a degree in biology, unlike both of you.
Well-
But whatever.
My quiz is about Christmas movies, so you guys will be fine. And I'm keeping score, so I don't know how you guys plan to keep score. Do we have buzzers?
No, we'll just have to.
I should have brought
buzz
the
in.
animal buzzers. Honk honk.
There's
That
probably
sounds
like a
fun.
buzzer app or
That's an
something.
animal because it sounds like a
It
toy
was,
truck.
I meant trucks, yeah. It's like a
Oh,
doorbell
it was
truck.
trucks because
Yeah.
you're like honk honk, and I'm like, is that supposed to be a goose? Because they go honk honk.
That's a
honk.
silly goose.
You're right.
Okay, as opposed to a serious goose.
Yes.
So my mother-in-law made
Well-
us Christmas cookies, and she found some weird cookie cutters. She made ours cousin's fiance's just did her dissertation in neurobiology, so she got brain cookies.
Okay,
cute.
I was like thinking that she made a cookie that was ours cousin's
No, no,
fiance
no, no,
during
no.
her dissertation.
I got-
I was
so-
like, dang, that is a complex cookie.
I got manatee cookies, and they were in fact 2 different manatee cookie cutters. And then I read the labels, so there was the cute manatee and the
fat.
realistic manatee.
Oh, well,
The
did they look quite
realistic.
different?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
was
That's
the
so
cute one
funny.
cute, or
The
was
cute
the
one was
realistic
cuter.
cute?
They were both cute, but the cute one was cuter.
Wow.
Do you really think realistic manatees are cute?
Yeah.
They're kind of cute. The way they move their mouths, they're like. It's like
What-
You've seen that gif of
Speaking
it
of
crashing into the
cute,
glass
what are
and
the
in
top 10
aquarium?
cutest things?
Number 1, Ara. Number 2, Baby Yoda.
How about 3 through
mean-
10?
I
mean-
should think about
You mean
it.
orangutan or whatever?
Orangutan.
Orangutan. Yeah, it works better in text than it does in this.
Yeah, it's not a great one.
It autocorrected to that, so I was like, do you ever call it
Why did it autocorrect to that?
that? Because I don't type easily.
Oh, you're getting a call from
Easily.
the person who calls me 10 times a day, spam risk.
Oh, that guy's a
favorite. Hey, spammer, what's up?
We're so close.
It's that one and
Oh.
telemarketer that I get a lot.
Oh, mine never
It just
says
says telemarketer. I'm like, cool.
I have called myself a few times.
Oh
though.
yeah, I get this.
Oh, so we had this weird, I got this weird call, like,
Wait, guys, I just like earlier today in the shower, I was bending over to shave my legs and I smashed my head on my shelf in my shower. And now
oh
we're
no, I hope you didn't get a concussion.
Anyway,
So, I got a call and it was from JD, who's my roommate / best friend, and I answer and
Damn, shots fired.
and it was like,
no, they get offended when she just calls them her roommates.
Oh.
Nothing against me.
and I was like, hello, and it's like, oh, this is whoever's doctor office calling to let you know that one of your sexual partners has tested positive for gonorrhea. And I was like, okay. And they were like, sorry, we can't tell you like who it is, but you should definitely like go get tested. And they listed you as one of their partners. And I was like, all right, thanks. And they were like, no, sorry, we really can't tell you like who it is. And I was like, okay. And then I like, whatever, like hung up. I was like, that was so weird.
Yeah.
So then
They
we
probably
called.
want money to tell you who it is, yeah.
So then we called JD, and he was like, no, I didn't call you. And he was like, oh my God, I like wish I had done that. That's like hilarious. And I was like,
are you sure?
I was like, I mean, I guess I'll go get tested. It like doesn't hurt, like whatever. And then Mom calls.
No, then we get a phone call.
From-
We were on the phone with
Oh
Mom.
yeah, we were on the phone
And
with
then
Mom.
Joe calls me.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's some girl. And she's like, why are you talking to my boyfriend? All this stuff. And I'm like, what? And then I said to Mom, like, oh my God, that's so weird. Like, earlier Jess got this call from GD, and now someone just called
No,
me
no,
from
no, no,
Joe's
no,
phone.
no.
And
Mom
she goes,
called-
but you called me. And Jess is like, what? And she's like, yeah, you called me. And then what did her say?
So it was like some guy was sleeping, and they were like,
yeah,
why'd you wake me up?
woke me up,
She's
you
like,
stupid bee, and all this stuff. And I was like, what? And I'm like, okay, this has got to be like someone pranking us.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, obviously it has to be Tim.
So we figured it out it was Tim. Because I thought it was JD, because he would do something like that. He's like, I wish I figured out how to do
What, like
that.
he looked up a call spoofer and...
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he was like using people from our own contacts to call us.
I was like,
And we're
doesn't even make
what? I'm
sense.
like, why would like someone from Joe's phone be like, why are you talking to my boyfriend? And I'm like,
No, but then for mine, everyone, because like...
Why did you answer?
because it was
Well, 'cause
you.
it was- yeah.
I was like,
the
you're
thing.
calling you. Usually
Because
answer.
the thing was, from JD, they were like, oh, maybe you have his work saved because he works for a doctor. So, like,
Yeah.
they were like,
And it's
oh,
not like they were right
for that one, like, it could
right
be
after
realistic.
the other. Like,
yeah.
it was like an hour or something later, so we weren't really thinking about it. We were just like, that was so weird. But yeah.
How does it feel to be married to an internet troll?
I know, I should like write a, I should go on one of those like
Joe
ID like shows, like, who did I marry?
Seriously, though, how does it feel?
I feel like it's funny because when I watch like South Park, okay, so I was like saying to Jess, this is like really funny because I recently watched some of the old episodes of South Park I was behind on, and I watched the Halloween special, and like in it, Randy Marsh is like in a hot tub and he's like talking to this guy and he's just like fluvial geomorphology is just like how streams shape the landscape, and honestly that BS is the reason I got out of geology. And I was like, it's so funny to me. I was like cracking up. I was like, oh my God, like I feel like Randy Marsh is me and Tim combined into one person, which is like not great because he's terrible.
But I thought the
Is he
joke
the
was
one that
always that
becomes a
dad
dolphin?
was Randy Marsh.
No,
that
that's
was
not Randy
Kyle.
Oh,
Marsh.
that was
Kozlowski.
Kyle's dad?
Yeah, dad got into weird topics for very intensely for short periods of time. That's Randy Marsh, man.
Yeah, I guess. But I don't know. Now that Randy Marsh has murdered Winnie the Pooh, I just feel like
Sorry, I
There's
feel
no
like I
coming
missed.
back from
I haven't watched
Spoiler!
in a while.
oh, you didn't watch the whole China band.
No.
Okay, so, yeah, well, he
I haven't
murdered
watched
Winnie
this
the
season at
Pooh.
all.
It's really sad.
It's weird that I got all serialized. I'm like, wait, they're running a weed farm now? I'm so confused.
Yeah, like it's kind of funny when you watch it. You'll see because basically now it's not even South Park. It's just Tegrity Farms. It's like all about like the intro is like Tegrity Farms, and they're like there, and it's stupid. But there's
I
no
haven't seen
Callie.
it in a while.
Yeah, it's
So,
pretty dumb.
do you feel satisfied with your choice to get married?
Yeah, I'm pretty satisfied. Weird. That's kind of a loaded question.
Having a wedding ring's nice because I can make so much noise. Oh, this is getting really
Cool.
picked up.
And does it help you to not get hit on by all the ladies when you go out?
And all
I
your
don't
students.
go out, so
Oh, you don't go out?
no.
He just hangs out with the rats. in
Wait
his
for
yard.
your bachelor party. We have like a super fun night planned for you.
Oh,
Stag
jeez.
night.
And you're dressing up.
Do you know in Great Britain they don't call them bachelor and bachelorette parties? They call them hen do's and stag do's.
Yes.
Yeah, we know because we watch British
That's
TVs.
weird.
Yeah.
That's weird.
So I've been.
So
listening-
how do you
I have
like
other questions
so,
about married life.
Wait, hold on 1 second. I've
Yes.
been listening to this book on tape series like on this library app, and it's narrated by this British lady, and
You
some of the
forgot
words,
to put your pocket protector in there.
some of the words she says are like so funny. And so today she was like saying adversary, but she said adversary. And then the one time, okay, so they're in Seattle, and she keeps calling it Mount Rainier.
Yeah,
I'm like, it's
I don't-
Rainier.
We listened to
Rainier.
the original recordings of Harry Potter, and the guy says Voldemort a lot, which is like okay.
Voldemort.
I
Oh,
understand
he's
that was
French?
that was supposed to be the pronunciation, but no one
Voldemort.
says Voldemort.
And then like the one time she was saying how it was like talking about national parks, and they're like, and then he went to Yellowstone and Yosemite, and I was like, Yosemite, and I was like, oh, Yosemite. I was like, okay, you just like brush up on your
Yosemite.
You
American.
guys said something in the Pacific Northwest. You got to get a local to at least teach you how to pronounce those
It was
names.
just so funny. She said,
Pronounce.
Because when Mom came out to visit, we went to a museum, and I pointed to a map, and I'm like, okay, Mom, try and pronounce all the names of the local towns, and she totally failed.
What, were they
Also-
like Native American or
Yeah.
something? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Seattle Native American?
Yeah, it's the name of an Indian chief.
Oh.
Seattle was his name.
What does that mean?
So it was like Watchung or whatever.
I don't know.
Yeah, Watchung obviously ran Poe.
Ara is...
Why is that obvious?
Ara
It just
got to
sounds
It's only
weird.
obvious over here to us people who know about the Lenape. That's probably the Navajo, right?
No. It's not the Navajo.
It's like
Aren't the Navajo
I
out
just
west?
heard a story.
They're like in the desert.
It's like
Oh,
the
the
whatever,
Southwest?
and also the Alaska.
The tribe is like
lives.
Puyallup or Snoqualmie. There's a couple.
Squamish.
Yeah, that's out there
Squamish,
too,
I think,
yeah.
is out there.
Anyways, Ara got to experience Mom and Market Museum for the first time. I was like, how long is this going
Nice.
to take? Like 2 to 3 hours? And there's 6 hours worth of content here, so we're going to be here for 6 hours. We're going to read every single
6
plaque.
to 8
I like to
hours.
read. I don't understand
Start to
when we
finish.
go to a museum and everyone's like through the exhibit and I'm like, I didn't even read everything. Like, what are
You
we
don't have
doing
to
here?
read everything. You look at
Yes,
the interesting stuff.
It's interesting, or like at the zoo when people just blow by the animal facts list. I'm like, do you even know that African wild dogs live in a matriarchal society? Because you would have if
Did
you
Mom
read
tell you
this.
we got to feed the penguins at the zoo?
She did.
Wait,
really quick.
were they the ones who
Smelly.
ate carrots weird?
No, that was a gorilla.
Could you even see a penguin eating a carrot? It
No.
would definitely choke.
They eat like fish.
Yeah,
they don't
eat
really have
fish.
teeth.
They have beaks. They're birds.
They have like little teeth on their beaks though, right? But not like
wow.
not like
Sharp
molars.
beaks,
yeah.
I don't know. That's weird.
Do you have any other questions
So-
about married life?
Oh well, how do you like it, Joe?
It's pretty much the same as it was before we got married.
Because you guys were like living together and stuff.
Yeah,
Same.
yeah.
The girl I babysit for was saying, she was asking me why I'm so obsessed with this baby that's not mine, and I was like, because she's so adorable and I love her so much. And then she was like, well, don't you want to like get married and have kids? And I was like, I don't know, like I'd like to have kids, but like I don't really want to get married. And she's like, why? And I was like, I don't know, I like being single. She's like, but then you wouldn't have a family.
Damn.
I was like, well, I still have my family. She's like, well, would you get lonely? And I was like,
But they're also mean because I'm like, isn't it so weird how you're like 30 and you're like a babysitter and
She
you're like
told us that
still
earlier.
in college?
How does it feel that your younger sister already got married?
yeah, like it's so weird how like your sister's younger than you and she already got married and you're not even dating anyone. And I'm like,
Thanks.
Yeah, they're like actually
I was
really
like, thanks, guys.
yeah.
Is your husband prepared for your roast? Because you know he's going to get roasted pretty hard, right?
I don't know why everyone's roasting him. It's
So
supposed to be a
he's
roasted
going
me.
first. I'm planning out who goes when. He's going first because I don't know. I don't want him to like retaliate. So, because I just wasn't sure what people would say, and I didn't want him to get like too harsh because I think that could possibly happen. I don't think anyone else would be like too harsh though.
Well, I don't
think it
know.
would
I
be,
asked
like,
him if there's any
relatively good
topics that
fun.
would be off limits, and he said no. So I mean, I guess.
I'm
But
just
I
making
just feel
fun
like
of-
it's supposed to be about me. Like I don't understand why everyone's roasting my husband. Like this is not.
And sister
This is
slash
my
best friend.
birthday party. Mine. Like, come on. Can I just have this one thing?
I'm roasting all three of you.
Joe wants it to become like an intense family drama because you know he loves his drama.
I know he's such a.
He's gonna be like dish girl.
You know, I totally rigged the Secret Santa, though I didn't.
Yeah,
Ara,
obviously.
Ara can vouch. I generated
But why
a
do you
random
like keep
algorithm.
saying it? No
that
one has
kept-
accused you of doing that, so I don't know.
Mom and Jessica both accused me of doing that.
Did you?
Yes.
No, I don't. No, but Eileen said that
I
there's
feel like you're
websites.
like, everyone says I rigged it. Everyone says I rigged it. I'm like, literally no one did. But
Mom
now
and
I'm
Jessica
I
said
didn't rig it. It's not rigged. It's not poison.
Mom and Jessica said that.
Okay, well, I'm just saying.
No, but Eileen was saying that there's websites where you can do it and you can put who's couples and not let people get couples and like
Yeah, so I
everything
feel
like
like,
that.
yeah,
so you didn't have to do it.
algorithm. Like, okay,
I did write
cool.
my
We
own
don't
algorithm.
waste a bunch of time.
Well, you could have done it without
Something
you.
totally
10 minutes.
unnecessary.
But you could have done it without you knowing who everyone had because it already exists.
Well, then I would have to know everyone's emails or texts somehow. That's even more annoying.
It's like 10 people, Joe, and they're your family. I think you can know their texts, whatever that means. Have you even read my
Get outta
ancient
here.
texts?
I meant phone numbers. I haven't slept. I was on a red eye, you chucklehead.
Well, it's kind
I
of
didn't
funny
see either.
because our friend is helping
Guess
us.
what? Just my phone died again this morning. So Mark was supposed to come over and help me fix
Oh,
my
I know. I
tire.
was in the car.
And I plugged it in, and it was not plugged into the wall.
Because you need to get an Apple charger.
That's not why. It's not like non-Apple brands
You
pop out of the
need an
wall.
Apple charger.
What you need to do is instead of moving the charger about, get 3 chargers and
No,
leave them
it's
strategically
literally
around.
it's a charger cable.
No,
that is
I think
plugged
I
into my
unplugged
clock.
it because the phone dropped while I was sleeping.
So you
the
unplugged it, and I just
didn't
assumed
know
it was plugged in.
Was the clock not plugged in?
No, the clock was, but the charger plugs into the clock.
I don't know if it came out when I was doing that, but I know that
Probably.
the clock did fall
Why were
on the
you
ground.
napping in Renee's bed?
Because she was cleaning and I was like really tired from all this blood donation.
You couldn't just walk home?
What? Yeah, why would I walk home? We
She
were
was
going.
tired.
We were taking a
And she
little.
had her car, so she could just driven home.
But it wouldn't have made sense. It was like we were at our house for like an hour, and I was like, I'll just take a nap while you do your stuff, and then we'll go and do the rest of the stuff we have to do today. So when our friend called, she's like funny because she has a lot of like miscommunications because sometimes she'll just use like the wrong word. Well, one thing that happened in the summer, and we might talk about this on the last podcast, but basically she wanted to get ice cream, and our friends were like, yeah, we'll go with you. When do you want to go? And she's like, whenever I'm ready. And they were like, okay.
So they
Where do you want to go? When I want to go.
So then, like, hours later, we went to their house for, like, a Game of Thrones viewing party. And they were like, did she ever decide when she was ready to get ice cream? Like, does she still want to get it? And then I'm like, what? And I look back at the text, and I realized she just didn't put punctuation because what she meant was, whenever, I'm ready.
Oh.
Right.
So she just said it in that, like...
Whenever I'm ready, so they were like, okay, let us know.
So then she was telling us how, she was like, oh, my sister's been so weird with me ever since her husband cheated on her. Or no, my sister's been so weird ever since her husband cheated on her with me.
And we were like, well,
Wait.
yeah.
She meant,
Oh,
she
okay.
meant my
Ever since her
sister's been
husband
so
cheated.
weird with me ever since her husband cheated on her. But the way she said it was, my sister's been so weird ever since her husband cheated on her with me.
Who? Which friend is this?
It's Katie.
That's what I figured.
So anyway, she was just calling me, and we're making the prizes for our cook-off. That's for Joe. Joe's wife, Ara, and Renee's husband, Tim, are both culinarily trained. So we're doing a Rafus Lovers cook-off.
Second annual.
Round 2, yep. So we have some
It's
prizes
not really
and stuff.
annual. It's second.
Whatever, we're calling it annual, but
This is the first one was 2018. This one's in 2019.
Was it 2018?
yeah.
Yes.
It was just a
Oh.
year and a half ago, but
Okay.
whatever. So,
The 18th month ago.
anyway, so the stuff that she's using, like a die cutter machine or whatever, to cut out some vinyl to put on the prizes, and it's holographic, but she kept calling it hieroglyphic. It just made me laugh, but I was like, I know what you mean. I don't care. And you're helping me, and you're tired, mother,
I don't
so
want to
it's
talk
fine.
a lot of smack about your friend, but we set a record for being the fastest team to finish the escape room on the cruise, and we could have finished 5 minutes faster if someone else was in charge of spelling. That's all I'm saying.
Oh. Was it Katie?
Yeah.
She's not a great speller, but everyone has their
Yeah,
things.
she has dyslexia, so it's like hard.
Why did she choose to do the crossword puzzle?
Whatever.
Well,
We
yeah,
still
I
did
mean,
it.
that's
That's
true.
why we're good friends group, because we can pull each other up.
Yeah.
All right.
It's just
so-
funny, but she knows. She's always like, good thing you can translate for me. But it's like how I always like mistype stuff, and I don't really fix
You're
my
such a
typos.
stupid. She goes.
I'm such a stupid.
You're such
The
a
other day,
stupid.
She's like, did you see this person's post? And I was like, no. And she's like, it talks about like how when pieces are hurt, they do this. And I was like, what? And she's like, the astrological sign. I don't know how to spell it. And
Pisces?
I'm like,
Oh,
Pisces?
pieces.
And I'm like, but Jess, you didn't recognize the word pieces? And she's like, no. I was like,
Then what happened yesterday? They switched my arm, and I had to type with my left, and I was like,
you're like,
getting
it's
smaller.
ostensibly blue, ostensibly core. Did you mean to write ostensibly?
no.
Because I was like, okay, she's saying like they're very blue, so get a specific color that will work with it.
I don't know what I was trying to say.
Like they are ostensibly core blue. I was like, they're ostensibly blue or they're core blue. Or blue core.
I was like, core, blue.
It's really weird.
And the aprons, I think I just meant R. I meant the aprons are blue, and it was like ostensibly core. And I was like, core, blue, can't type with left hand.
So weird. Like, I wonder why ostensibly got in there. Like, that's
Probably because I was typing like R
Do you
blue.
often type ostensibly?
No, but it probably, like, when I was typing A-R-E and then the B-L, like, it just kind of got
Arble?
mixed up. Girl, I don't know.
And then yet, however, I always spell received wrong, and every time I do it, just autocorrects it to recurved. And I'm like, can you just know I meant received?
I know.
Spelled
It's so
tomorrow wrong so many times my phone autocorrects to the incorrect spelling of tomorrow.
Have you guys used the sliding text thing that's on the new
I
have.
used it
iOS?
before.
I
But
have. I installed a keyboard beforehand.
Oh, you
My
have?
friend Adrian swears by it.
I use it on
faster the
Tim's
old way.
phone.
I use it
Yeah.
sometimes, but then I like kind of forget, or I'm like, eh.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever.
But I mean, I often type. I love the new feature though, where you can just put my number and then it like has your phone number.
Yeah, I love when you're like, I'll be there, and it's like 9:37 from
Yeah.
maps, and you're like, yes.
And then
I like that I can just say IKR and I know, right? Or OMW will on my way.
Exclamation point. Why?
You can put-
I always delete the
I
exclamation
am
point.
on the way.
You can always put new
So
ones in there
random.
too. There you
Oh,
can
really?
program other ones, yeah.
That's fancy.
But yeah, I started typing out my address to someone who wanted to mail me a Christmas card, and then I was like, oh, it's taking too long, so I deleted it, and I was like, my AD, and then it was like, address is blah, 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 and I started tap, 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 and I was like, sweet.
Oh, and I also love how, like, when you go to a website, if they text you a code, it just automatically fills it in for you.
That is pretty slick.
They're like, want to use this for messages? I'm like, yes, I do.
Remember when you had to be like, tap, tap, tap for like one letter, and I was like, oh.
God.
Remember that
And we still
time?
texted all the time.
I make fun of you for this. Renee sent me an idea. She's like, this would be a great app. And I'm like, I immediately sent back, this is a website that's existed for 15 years.
I know.
What was the app though?
It was
it
like
Uber?
Couchsurfer. You know Couchsurfer?
No.
It was basically, yeah, like you just host families to come stay with you, and then like you can earn certain points from like being a good host, and then you can like get to stay in other people's houses for free.
Yeah.
But it already exists apparently.
Interesting.
But like, cause it's cool, because then you would get like an in-city tour guide, like, and you don't have to pay a lot of money to visit new places.
Nice.
But it exists. Literally every app exists that I've thought of. So
That's true.
it's very hard to be.
That's
So
original.
you and Ara aren't going to have any kids.
No.
Would you ever consider fostering children? No?
just
Maybe
living the
kittens.
children-free existence.
Would you ever consider letting one of your siblings live with you?
I mean, she's not working now, but we do call it DINK. Double income, no kids.
Tink.
DINK.
Nice.
DINK, DINK. It's a lifestyle choice.
So would you consider letting one of your siblings live with you?
I mean,
Which
we have a
sibling?
basement apartment.
But someone lives there.
Yeah, we're kicking him out. Oh, it kind of sucks.
Oh, I hope he's not.
Is he the
listening.
rats?
He just doesn't
He's
listen.
the rats. There's 3 rats on top of each other in a trench
Rats,
coat.
we got rid of all the rats.
Wait, but did
The
I
rent's
tell you about
$12.50
the
a month. Can you
blackberries?
afford it?
I said Matthew.
Yeah, the rent's $12.50 a month.
I think if anything, like Mom and Mark would help him.
Plus, like, it's $15 an hour minimum wage out there, right? So
Yeah.
That's not.
probably.
Little cost of living. Groceries are expensive.
Well, he could just eat the rats
Dude.
and the bamboo.
Wait, did you hear about the blackberry thing?
No?
That it's like invasive and like can like ruin your foundation.
Okay.
You have a lot of blackberry bushes or
No.
something? Oh, I thought you said that on your own podcast. You
We
like,
have
so
a
many.
blackberry bush. It's not that
But
big.
is it growing? Okay.
No.
Because we were
'Cause the
reading.
rose
That was
hip
in the
bushes
one
are
book
bigger
our
than
book
that.
club read.
Bamboo can ruin your foundation too.
Yeah, the book was called Blackberry Bushes and Their Risks to Homes.
That was the book
It was
you read
really
for book club?
enthralling.
Yeah.
It was like 600 pages.
I heard the dorkiest thing on NPR. It was like True Confessions, and this guy was like, "I watch all the movies for book club, but then I buy the hardcover book, and I talk about how the writing really moved me."
So stupid. The people in our book club, they just admit when they don't read the book. But we have, I think a lot of the people are really just like reading the books now and stuff.
What's your philosophy on movie watching / book reading? Do you prefer to read the book first or watch the movie first?
Watch the movie first, because then the book is.
Better.
Yeah.
I agree. That's how I do it. But a lot of people like to read the book
If you read the
first.
book first, you're just complaining the whole time.
Yeah.
That's not what that character should look like in my head. Why did they cut this part? That's not what happens. Just watch the movie first.
Yeah, and then you can enjoy the book.
yeah.
It's always better.
No,
what I did
because you'll
with
probably
season 1 of
watch the
Game of
movie and you'll be like, this movie is really stupid and dumb and there's a lot of like inconsistencies that don't make sense. And then you'll read the book and you'll be like, oh, it really
Well,
makes
why
sense.
don't
But you
you
will never read
stop-
the book because the movie
Why
was
don't
so
you
bad.
stop picking pop fiction that's all been turned into a movie and go with actual good literature?
Well, first of all, we don't always only read those kinds of books.
Actually,
We
read a lot of
recently
old books. And
just
sometimes we
read a
manuals
really
about plants.
obscure book called Naomi's Room. Okay.
God.
Did you
That
really
was-
read a manual about plants?
But the Naomi's Room book, we did read the history of Veuve Clicquot, which is
I didn't read that
a
one.
fancy
Boring.
champagne. I think it's like one of the second largest or third
Noir.
largest champagne. It was boring. I listened to that book.
Our median age of our book club is like 60.
Who's in the book
So-
club? I thought it was you guys in
Well, no, Nana had 2 friends. Now that her 2 friends are no longer one is no longer with us, and the other one is no longer in our book club.
Wait, did they die or did they
Yeah,
just
one
quit
of
the
them.
book club?
One of them did die. That has adjusted the
Terry
median
was in
age.
it, and then Lucinda. Like it was
Yeah.
a high median age. So we read.
But who has
books.
time to read
They're
books?
like, oh, let's read this great book that's based in the 1930s, and I'm like, can we not? Like, can we just read one?
Well, no,
Yeah,
that one,
fiction, man.
like that one was pretty interesting. It was like a historical fiction kind of, and it was like based on this amusement park that used to be in like northern New Jersey called Palisades Park, and that was actually pretty interesting.
You read 101 Manatee Jokes for book club.
No, Joe.
Why
That's so dumb. Because that book is horrible.
Come on, I need to make
Can you
more
please
money.
come out with a new edition that's like editable
More
and has
money.
pictures?
And like,
When I cross 1,000 copies sold, I'll
No, and when
release
you
an
make
edition.
a new one, put pictures in it. Because
What?
at
Why?
least that will take up some of the space.
Illustrations. That would make
Yeah.
it so much better.
You know how expensive illustrators are?
Don't
Not
you
if
know an artist?
someone plus
Just
you,
draw it yourself.
I could draw the pictures.
All right, if you draw the pictures, I'll give you
See my
10%.
illustrations.
10%
I
royalties.
guess you're only drawing one picture for every 100 jokes. If you're only getting 10%. Oh, I
That
mean
would be
10
one for
pictures
10.
for every
Yeah,
100
that would be 10.
jokes.
That's plenty.
Nah, that's lame.
I'd still do it.
If you made
probably.
a children's version that was just a picture book, but had like 10 jokes and they were really prettily
It
illustrated,
can't be called 101 manatee jokes if there's only 10. What am I, 10 manatee jokes? Get out of here.
could be like called.
It could be volume
joke
1
book for
of 101
manatee.
So
manatee
I'm
jokes.
making
We have
10.
to- yeah.
One of them has 11.
10 and then no 11
The
books,
last one is
just
one.
joke.
The dugong joke.
All right, so should we move on to
The
our
really long.
quizzes?
Oh wait, I want to tell them about Naomi's room. You should definitely read
don't
it.
read it. It's really
There's a
weird.
scene at the
Ew,
end
no,
that
it's
Renee
really
Renee really wants to approach with you.
Ew, gross! It's so nasty.
It's so weird. It's like this guy lives in a house and there's like it's haunted by this
haunted by, like,
ghost,
a demon.
and then
Yeah,
he
ghost.
basically like at the end like all of a sudden like the ghost like kind of like
enters the men's
possesses him.
bodies so he can like have sex with people.
So he
Okay.
like wants to have sex with his sister. So like the sister's up
But
But
there.
they're like up there like looking for her daughter who's been like kidnapped by the ghost, and he's just like, I think we should sleep together.
yeah, she says like that.
What? Like, what are you talking about? It's really creepy. But
And then he
does
like
end up raping
attacks her and like has sex with her and then rapes her and his wife like over and over again all night. And then
for like a couple weeks.
he has to
actually.
kill them.
And then he kills them.
It's really
Then he moves
weird.
out.
It's
Cool.
really strange.
It's bizarre. Yeah, it's super weird.
Naomi's room. You can go read it.
It is kind of creepy though because
I think
when I
book
was
clubs
reading
are so
it.
outdated, man.
Why?
When
They're
I was
fun.
reading Naomi's room, there was like a gust of wind that blew through my room and slammed a door shut, which literally has not ever happened in my apartment ever before. So I was like, okay, that's kind of creepy.
I think
And that
we
was
should
like
start
right when
like
it
a
was getting
TV
scary.
show watching club. This week's assignment is Watchmen. Everyone watch the first 5 episodes, and then we come back and
I'm so
discuss.
behind on Watchmen.
Well, that's kind of like we went to like we watched the whole season of the last season of Game of Thrones at our friend's house. So they had parties and we go over
But
every
would
Sunday.
you have like after show discussions?
Yeah, obviously. No, we'd watch it and be like, bye. Just leave as soon as it was
Yeah,
over.
we would discuss, and then we bit at the beginning of the season. We did like this death
will be
pool kind of
dead.
thing. Yeah,
I'm gonna start a video game club. It's like book club, but you play a video game every month.
yeah, Joe.
fun.
Any club, like you can
How's
you
that
can
boring?
describing
you could
clubs.
pick up your anime club. Like you literally had a club like that.
Yeah, but it was anime club was fucking lame.
You
Oh,
started
cursed.
it.
Oh no, I didn't start it. I joined.
And you
it.
had
It
already
existed.
cursed.
Had
Can
I?
you next time say effing lame, please?
Effing lame.
Don't be such a dumb bee. Oh,
Hey, this is-
sorry.
this is a
I know you don't
crossover.
like that word.
What? Oh
Oh, are you back to
offends you.
saying bitch? No.
no, it's very offensive.
How do you
Why
feel
does it have
about
to be gendered?
vegans?
Why can't
How
it
do you
just
feel
be
about
a-hole?
the C word? Because you're a
Are you
co-podcaster
British?
says that a lot.
Yeah, I know. Well, Christian is a character.
Christian is a C word.
Christian is a
that's
Christian. I mean,
Actually, does it
facts.
spell with a Z or a K?
He spells it with a C.
He could be like
Christian
Norwegian.
Sullivan. Yeah.
Well, he's Mexican.
Mexican.
Yeah, but if he was like from
But he
Scandinavia, he'd probably spell with a K.
He's Irish Mexican.
But you could also spell. I've seen Hispanic people spell Christian with a K.
Is he
I have a
Christian?
student in my class.
I mean, his family is. I don't know
Christian
that he's very
or
religious.
Well,
They're
Catholics
the
are
same.
Christian.
Yeah, but is he specifically Catholic?
I don't know him. There's crucifixes
Does he
all over
practice
his house.
Santeria? Does he got a crystal ball?
He had $1 million, but he spent it all. We're gonna get a copyright strike. All right.
Guess what? Sublime's not listening to this podcast.
Yeah, but the people who own the rights to their music are.
No,
they're
probably
not.
not.
They're one of
They're
your
really
25
not.
downloads an
Honestly,
episode
if
or
we got
whatever.
sued by Sublime, that'd probably be great for our ratings. So
Yeah, we
I'm
could
fine
just
with
tweet
it.
at
I
them.
don't know, man. You know, Ara got takedown.
Yeah, we know,
from
a cease
Dave
and
Matthews
desist.
Band, yeah.
For what?
For selling his
For selling
merch. If you listen to the
unappreciated
Beefy
merch,
Boys,
yeah.
you would know.
I
Jen.
don't listen.
I know.
I'm not a fan.
It shows. It's very embarrassing.
Are you a stan of the Deerfoot sisters?
I listen to every episode.
Did you say Stan?
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
It's from the Eminem song. An obsessed fan.
Oh.
You didn't know that? God, you
No.
guys are so
I didn't know
naughty.
what it meant. I just heard people were always like, I stan you. And I'm like,
Ew,
So you're
who
gonna
says
kill
that? I've
yourself and your
never
wife
heard-
and your baby because you're so obsessed with me and I don't answer your fan mail? That's a little creepy.
First of all,
dude.
you've never written me a letter.
I've written you.
Yeah, Joe did.
You guys get plenty of fan mail from whatever it was, Deerfoot Sisters Fan Club at gmail.com.
We only got one.
Just one, and that's not a letter. That's
No,
like
it was
electronic
2 or 3.
letter.
You only responded to one of them because I wrote back asking more questions about blimps that didn't get answered. All right. I mean, someone did. One
I
of your
didn't.
super fans or whatever.
I don't know if we saw
I
it.
don't think we saw those ones. Interesting.
Are we talking?
Yeah, we
about
do have to
siblings?
have JD back on to talk about blimps.
He's like, he gets upset about it actually. So
Why?
maybe we shouldn't. Because he thinks we tease him too much for liking blimps.
That's so weird.
Like, if you like blimps, you get teased for it. Like, I don't know.
It's
what
like
to tell
certain
you.
things. Like, are you talking about Mom and your roast show?
No.
Okay.
Wait, remember how when we were first starting this podcast, like, what time is it? How long we do this?
40 minutes.
Like 40 something minutes ago, and Joe was like, oh, Renee's so weird. What was that about?
What?
When I was testing this thing, and I was like, blah, 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 and you're like, you're so weird.
I don't remember.
No, because you were saying, let's all talk at the same speed and volume.
Yeah, that
Why
was
is that
it.
that weird? I don't understand.
I don't know.
You guys are just as weird as me, and I just feel like people have been really harsh on me lately.
You want people to roast you.
Earlier, Tim said I was 29 going on 70 because I was upset that people were honking at me in the mall parking lot. It's a parking lot. The speed limit is posted as 20 miles per hour.
Which is
This
really
person-
fast for a parking lot.
Yes, and this
Yeah.
person was going like probably 40. And I'm like, so I turned out in front of her. She was like far away. But because she was speeding along, she came up close behind me and she started honking at me. And
I was looking
rude.
at the photos from on the wall there, and you look like you ate that, Renee. So
What, the little one? No.
from like the 50th wedding or anniversary for Matt
Yeah.
and Papa.
I know. That was my thin day.
Nice, Joe.
He's practicing his roast. I assume.
I'm seeing how far I can push it.
I love
There are
eating
actually no
metal
fat
plates.
jokes in my roast either.
There aren't.
I mean, they're just like, they're a little bit easy, I feel like.
Yeah, that's too easy.
Plus, like, fat people can't really make fun of other fat
Sure
people.
they can. We can do whatever the fuck we want. Whatever the F we want.
Fat people are people too!
I
Anyway,
think
that
Bryce
other,
I'm a
the
fat
picture
person.
in there
That's the
of me
thing.
that I don't like is the one from, like, last Christmas. And I feel like my makeup looks cray. I look like Groucho Marx. And I'm, like, not a fan.
Well, I was saying the picture of
I'm
me.
pretty drunk in all those photos from your wedding.
You'll
so.
notice as when we go to Kay's house that she updated all the pictures on her like family tree, and everyone basically and like from the calendar from last year, everyone has pictures from Renee's wedding.
Yeah.
Except me, I have that picture that's in there. That's like the long one of it because she's like Jess looks good in this picture. Period. It's the only picture she ever looked good in, and I was like, and that's like
Where's
my
that one
birthday picture on the
of Jess where
calendar.
She looks nice.
Yeah, she uses that. I was like, damn, Kay really likes that.
Am I going to
picture.
be in the calendar this year at all? Is it just going to be the same photo from Renee's wedding again?
Oh, you mean well?
You'll get pictures taken
You'll
tomorrow.
be in the calendar next year probably.
Yeah. I
But,
guess.
like,
I don't know if Mom
you
gave
wanna
her
be in
one.
the calendar,
Your
you should be
birthday
around
photo
more.
will be in there, and then she'll take pictures. She's gonna take family photos
Well, no, I know I'll be in the next year, but I won't be in the one that we get tomorrow or whatever.
When
as
is
like one of the
Ara's
main pages.
birthday will
Probably
be
not.
on?
Did you tell Kay Ara's birthday?
Yeah.
Okay, then
She'll
yeah.
probably be in it.
I think
She's
so.
pretty on top of that stuff. So
Are you celebrating your wedding anniversary in October?
We celebrate
or
3
August?
anniversaries.
Oh.
When we started
So
dating in
sad.
December,
oh god.
our official document signing in October, and then our wedding in August.
Oh wait, when you started dating,
Yeah.
I thought it was the first time you banged. Called your
The same day?
bang-iversary.
Was it the same day?
They call it their fuck-iversary.
I thought we don't
I thought
curse
we
on
were
this
cursing.
podcast.
Jeez Louise, oh my god.
Sorry, that's
Why don't you just
Fukaversary.
go drive 40 miles an hour in a mall parking lot? Because you're out of control.
Joe, guess what you think the summer camp where we were?
Guess what you think?
Guess what you think?
Tell
What am
us.
I thinking?
What is the speed limit at the camp where we were?
7 miles an hour.
It's 5.
Oh, 5 miles.
And I drive the golf cart, and then one of the campers was like, "Oh, so what do you do? Just like drive the golf cart around all day?" And I was like, "Get out!" I was like, "Don't sass
But
me."
you kind of have to go 5 because there's a lot of rocks and stuff.
No, but the golf cart goes more than 5
That's
because
true.
Renee paced me one time because there's no like speedometer on it, so I was
Yeah,
like,
you
"Pace
don't know how
me."
fast
She's
it's
like, "You're going like 8." I was like,
We've almost rolled that golf cart more than once.
They're pretty top heavy.
then I
yeah.
like ran out of gas, and it was just like boom, boom.
Remember
I was
when we like
"Ah,
almost hit the white
injury."
deer?
Does it take gas or is it a battery?
No, it
Gas.
has gas, yeah.
Yeah, we had to call for gas.
And then they're like, then they came and checked, like, "Oh yeah, it doesn't have gas." I'm like, guys, you showed me how to check the gas. I just don't do it until I'm driving and run out of gas. So then they had to go back and get gas.
Larry, Bob, and Bob.
That's the Rangers?
Yeah.
Like the VeggieTales, basically?
Yeah. So there's Larry, who's
Does he
the
look like
lead
a
ranger,
cucumber?
and Larry and Bob are brothers, and then the other Bob is their childhood friend, and his last name is Mango. Bob Mango.
Oh.
Yeah. And then
So every time we talk about them, we call them Larry and the Bobs.
There
We need to get
was-
Larry and the Bobs over here.
there was a white deer.
Yeah.
But
Not
it
albino.
was? Like it's dead?
Probably.
Well, it might be dead now because it was surviving for a while.
sun is giving me.
So it really looked like a goat.
Solar.
Down big solar. It looked like a goat because its fur was completely white, but it wasn't albino because I think albino ones they have like pink noses because they have no pigmentation.
Yes, correct.
But it had like a dark nose. But it really looked like a goat, and for a while we didn't see it because people were like, "Oh, there's the white goat or white deer," and then we finally
goat.
saw it one day, and I was like,
There's
"Oh
a
my
goat
gosh,
at camp.
my life is complete."
Speaking of the way in which pigmentation is determined, perhaps we should venture into our quizzes.
So let's take a quick commercial break.
A quiz?
Do I pause here or just mark it? 45,
Yeah,
15.
just stop it because then I want to do something else.
And we're back.
Okay, so we each created a quiz, and this is Jess, and I'm going to do my quiz first, and it is called Things You Learned in High School Bio.
Am I supposed to keep score for this quiz?
Yeah, you keep
Oh,
score
okay.
for all the quizzes.
Oh, okay.
All right, so we're going to be using these buzzers. So Joe, you're going to be boing, and Renee, you're going to be... Okay.
Goose.
The way the quiz will work is you can't answer the question until I call on you.
Okay.
Okay? Because
Can
you
I
can't...
buzz in before you complete reading the question?
I think so.
Okay.
But you have to answer before I finish reading the question.
I got you.
Okay. Question 1. Proteins are a macromolecule made from chains of which monomer?
Wait, which monomer? Amino acids.
Yes. Ding, ding, ding.
I knew it too. Okay. Also, let me just say that Joe has a degree in biology, so...
Okay. Question 2. The cell membrane is made from a phospholipid bilayer. The fatty acid chains are blank, meaning water-fearing. Renee?
Hydrophobic.
Very good.
These are too easy.
It's 9th grade bio.
All right. 2 common chemical bonds in bio are hydrogen bonds and covalent bonds. Which ones are stronger? Joe?
Covalent.
Very good. The male gamete is called...
I pushed the button.
Renee?
Sperm.
Yes.
Just testing to make sure it still works. 'Cause I
Okay.
pushed it.
Yeah, a Candy Crush ad came up on mine.
Sex cells or gametes contain half the number of chromosomes of...
Are they called haploid cells?
Yes.
Yes! You set the rules, Joe.
Damn it. What? I didn't even know. I don't know
Okay.
what a haploid cell is.
This has got half the number.
If a man and a woman do not display green fingers, which is a dominant sex-linked trait, what percentage of their children will have the trait? Renee?
25%.
0.
0.
0%.
Because it's dominant, so if they had it, they would show it. Okay.
Oh, right.
In which stage of the cell cycle is DNA replicated?
That was really close.
Are you calling on me?
Yeah, Joe?
Mitosis?
Nope.
Um,
Renee?
telophase.
No.
Oh.
It's a part of mitosis. It's S phase.
Oh, I have no idea.
I'm sure.
Okay, right now
Mitosis
we're
is
tied.
M phase.
3 to
It's
3
after
after
the
7
DNA is
questions?
replicated.
Yeah, 3 to 3.
All right. DNA is copied in a using a semi-conservative replication. What does that mean? Renee?
That some of it's exactly copied and the rest is translated differently? Oh, dang.
Semi-conservative replication?
Yeah.
Meaning it copies parts of it and guesses at the rest?
Exactly what I
It
said.
means that the 2 strands of DNA unwind and each strand becomes a template for the new. So each
What?
new
Okay,
molecule
yeah.
has half of the original DNA
Oh,
and
there's
half
the
new.
semi, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Next.
9. The reactants of photosynthesis are water and carbon dioxide. The products are glucose and oxygen. Where does the oxygen in the O2 molecules come from? Joe?
Water.
Ding, ding, ding. Did you know that, Renee? A lot of
Oh,
people think it's the carbon dioxide.
okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, last question.
The complementary base pair rule means certain bases of DNA pair with one base perfectly. Name 2 complementary bases. Joe.
Oh God. It's A and T and G and C.
What are the names of the bases? This is a double question.
Are you kidding?
No.
It's okay. Oh Jesus! Adenosine and tryptophan. I have no idea.
Tryptophan. No.
It's adenine and thymine.
Ding, ding, ding. And then cytosine and guanine.
Wait, she doesn't. She should get a half a
You
point.
said name 2 pairs,
Yeah.
but okay.
I meant
Name the 2 parts of the pair.
I meant name 2.
Nice.
No, I said, if I didn't say it right, I meant name 2 complementary bases.
Oh, yeah.
So
So 2
two
pairs
pairs,
of complementary
yeah.
bases. I'm like, so all
So
of
we're
I just meant
we're
one.
tied.
We're tied 4 to 4.
Ooh,
First
nice.
quiz.
Okay, Joe, you're going
And
to
I
do your
just
quiz
feel
now?
like Christian and Vito, you know, Joe and I are tied.
Tied.
So I'm just saying he's not impossible to beat. You just gotta come up with some good quiz questions.
Okay, I made a quiz. It's synonyms for
Oh, wait, I'm
Christmas
not ready.
movies.
Hold on. Mine is baby sneezing.
Synonyms, just as bad at this game. Well, she's bad at making this game.
So these are all Christmas movies, popular Christmas movies.
Christmas movies
okay?
are like in the way Harry Potter's a Christmas movie.
These are all Christmas movies.
All right. It's probably every version of Harry Potter. 8 of the
What do
movies.
you call it? The
Then the
the
2.
furry,
Just you
furry
wait.
ceramic
Just you wait.
server, and the especially sanguinated royal child.
That was
Yes,
great.
that's exactly correct.
Okay, is that one of them?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
The first question. Saint Nick's contract provision. That
The
was
Santa Claus.
correct.
I got it.
Okay.
Probably just need one little line. I didn't need like all the whole paper. Okay.
Passing away with difficulty.
Oh, that's so stupid.
Die
Not a
Hard.
Christmas movie.
The internet disagrees with you on that one.
Die Hard.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Next up.
The only one in the domicile.
Home Alone.
Correct.
I got it. Remember I didn't know
You have
what
to say our names,
domicile
Joe.
was?
Sorry.
Stupid. Okay.
Strong romantic feelings, in fact. Jessica?
Love Actually.
I feel like I gotta pick a new one because mine kind of starts off. So like, listen, I click it. It, like starts at.
I can watch your fingers.
Okay,
I clicked
okay.
before you.
Okay. Fuzzy Clay Sculptor's Flaming Cup. I couldn't tell.
It was me. I'll take it. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
Correct. That's the one with the Yule Ball. You're gonna tell me that that's not a Christmas movie?
It's not. I mean, the Christmas is in the movie, but it's not a Christmas.
Christmas is in all of the movies, essentially. That's why they're like, it's a Harry Potter Christmas. And they're like,
They play
Happy
Harry Potter
birthday,
movies?
Harry! Happy
Oh,
birthday,
look.
Ron! It's like, I mean,
It's another birthday.
Happy birthday, Harry. Happy Christmas birthday.
happy Christmas, Harry! Happy Christmas, Ron! And they're like, oh, it's a Christmas movie. It's like, no, it's about wizards. It's a wizard
As an
movie.
aside, I went to a birthday for a
Wizards.
1-year-old who was born on Halloween, and that's how I learned there is not one, but more than one greeting card specifically about being born on Halloween. Anyway,
I had a friend in high school who was born Halloween.
we got numbers. We're halfway there.
Okay, we're halfway.
The Tale of Noel. That was the sneezing baby. There's the guy.
I don't know.
Days
Wait. The Tale of Noel.
Mm-hmm. 3.
The Christmas Story. Oh, Christmas Story.
Correct.
I'll give it to her.
Okay. The Holiday Song.
A Christmas Carol.
Correct.
Oh. Did you watch the scary version of that?
No.
It looks spooky.
I heard it was good.
A great way to spend one's days.
A great way to spend one's days.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Correct. Jessica's crushing
That
it.
doesn't even make sense.
Well, guess what? Jessica got it, so put it
You can probably read it on there.
I can't.
You probably read it the reflection of his
Oh,
eyes.
Oh, yeah, because I have great vision like that.
Uh-huh.
You always say how
Okay,
you don't
you
need
ready?
glasses.
You ready? You guys are... Oh, did you have it just because
Yeah.
it's 6 from this quiz? Damn.
Yeah, I'm kicking butt.
Mythical creature.
Mythical creatures, the whole name.
Yeah.
Rudolph.
Incorrect. Reindeer are real.
Okay, but Rudolph's
3.
not.
Elf.
Elf is correct.
Good one. Oh no, I'm gonna lose the
All right,
quiz.
final one.
I've already lost.
A bad dream preceding the annual winter holiday. That was Renee. You gotta say what it is.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Correct.
Okay, I'm tied with Jess. So if she gets all of these wrong and you get only one right, we'll tie for first place.
Okay, give
No, I can
But you
get
get two right.
give Joe
3
your
right
buzzer.
for a 3-way tie.
I don't want a three-way tie.
That would be
But
very
my quiz is
disappointing.
on here. So awkward.
Well,
Oh, Joe downloaded it. Oh, but
Yeah, but
his
it's so
phone is
quiet.
slow or quiet.
I wrote my quiz on here. Okay, so
that's
my
fine. I can
quiz-
just say buzz.
Okay, my quiz is a geology-based quiz, and I tried to pick
I don't know if the buzz
pre-introductory.
will be fair. Wait. Okay, we'll see how it goes. But if you can say it faster than I can click, it's not going to be fair.
You could also just say it.
Oh.
Okay, so
Fine,
You
I'll
just
say-
sneeze.
I'll
You
say
have to
achoo.
sneeze. Yeah.
I'll do both.
excuse me,
Fake burp.
get it out of myself.
This is a crossover episode. We need some burps on there.
Okay,
Okay,
I know we forgot to drink our Diet Coke. Oh, there are some bottles in the fridge.
You have a big gulp right in front of you.
No, you need to drink it out of a bottle.
bottles if you
That's when
wanna
you
burp.
burp every
That's the
time.
burp
It's a
fuel.
burper.
Okay.
Okay, are you ready, Joe? Because how are you going to buzz with water in your mouth? But okay, so
That's
the
how you
first
pee your
question:
pants.
what is the accepted age of Earth?
3.2 billion years old.
No.
Buzz.
Yes.
10 billion.
No. Oh my God! I thought that was going to be
6.7?
maybe you will get them all wrong.
What is it?
4.6 billion years. Okay, next up.
Half a point for being closer.
Who developed the theory of continental drift? Yes.
Alfred Wegener.
Alfred Wegener is correct.
I'm not going to be terrible at this quiz.
Who developed the theory of seafloor spreading?
Oh, I don't know.
You guys suck at geology.
Buzz.
Yeah.
Your mom.
No. Yes.
Alfred Wegener.
No. The correct answer is Harry Hess.
Oh, of course.
Oh, right.
Of the Hess
That's his
Trucks
law.
fame.
Okay, this will be easy. What type of erosional? What type of erosional agent forms an alluvial fan? Yes.
Water.
Yes, running water. That's correct.
See, these are way
She
too
said
hard.
it earlier when she said
hard.
the Randy Marsh thing.
Technically, that was fluvial.
Oh.
But it's pretty much the
Okay.
same. If an igneous rock is found to contain 87.5% daughter isotope and the half-life of the isotope is 15 million years,
You need to
how
do
old
math.
is the rock?
Buzz.
Yes.
Okay, 87.5, that's 7A, so 15 million times 7A, scary there. Like 12.5 million, no, sorry, 2.5 million years old.
No. Yes, Jess.
1.5 million years old. I don't know. I have no idea. I was just guessing.
The correct answer is 45 million years old.
What?
Oh, because it was 3 half-lives?
Yes, it was 87.5% daughter isotope.
Oh.
So
I did the
there's
math, not
3
the actual,
half-lives.
I see.
Yes, not 87.
Well,
Wow.
fart
I might-
noise.
Well, Jess is probably going to win.
Jess is gonna win, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Because
You
bio
can't come
people...
back.
Because a geology person probably has taken more bio in their life than a bio person
I
has
haven't
taken
had earth science
geology.
since I was...
It's just embarrassing.
eighth
This is
grade.
damn it, you live. I really was writing these questions. I was like, these are so easy. I'm going to get them so excited.
That's how I feel about
Okay.
every Final Fantasy question. You want me to give you a Final Fantasy? What's a chocobo?
I know that one. It's a bird that you ride.
That's correct.
Okay, this is question 5. This is question 6.
Okay, so I
List
really
the
just not
following
answer
in
any
order of
questions until
increasing metamorphic grade. So there's 4 rocks.
Okay.
And you have to tell them, they're in alphabetical order. You have to put them in order of increasing grade. Then the rocks are gneiss, phyllite, schist, and slate. Yes.
Schist. Am I still right?
Well, I just
Gneiss.
do them all.
The last one and then slate. Or
No.
Schist, nice, slate, and then the last one.
No. That's really wrong. It's slate, phyllite, schist, and then gneiss.
couldn't remember Philip.
All right.
Okay.
What are aa and pohoihoi? Yes, Jess?
Hawaiian words.
Yes, but what are they?
Types
for?
of
Buzz.
igneous rocks.
Buzz.
No.
Volcanoes.
No, so
Damn it.
close. They're lava flows, different types of lavas.
I should
Alright,
get points for
this
saying
one
your
you can
Hawaiian
probably
words.
During
you
which
shouldn't.
geological era and period would you find a living Tyrannosaurus Rex?
Wait, okay. During the
That's my text message noise.
It's like, why is there a train in here?
during the Cretaceous
The crustaceans.
Cretaceous period. That's the era or the period.
You have to guess both. You don't get to know if
say
you're right
both,
at this point.
yeah. I gotta put on my poker face.
Jurassic.
Wait,
No.
so which is the... I'm sorry.
Are you guessing now,
It's
Joe?
the Cretaceous era. Yes. No, the Cretaceous period, sorry.
Yeah, I know that's the period.
I believe it's the Pliocene era.
No.
What's
You
the
guys
era?
don't know a lot. The Mesozoic era.
Oh, I was thinking that too.
And yes, they lived in the Cretaceous, not the Jurassic, which is why they are not.
But they wouldn't have been in Jurassic Park. They would have been in Cretaceous Park.
Well, the Triceratops was in the Triassic period.
And they would maybe be in the
Also, they all had feathers.
Cretaceous Park.
They all had
Probably
feathers.
wouldn't be in the Cretaceous Part.
And velociraptors
They don't know for
were the
sure
size of
that they had
chickens.
feathers.
They found a tail with feathers on it
doesn't
recently.
mean
How do they know they all have feathers?
And
So.
velociraptors were the size of chickens.
Some. So, anyway, did you know that Stegosaurus and Tyrannosaurus rex lived farther apart in terms of years than Tyrannosaurus rex and humans?
Cool story, Hansel.
Do
Okay,
you know
is that
that
the
the
end of your
time-
quiz?
No, there's two
I
more.
got a better one for you. Do you know that the time between when Christ was killed and the pyramids were built is longer than the time between when Christ was killed and today?
Yeah, I guess. All right. There are several minerals that comprise the common igneous rock granite. Name two of these minerals. Yes, Jess?
Copper. I mean, carbon.
That's
That's a mineral. That's an element.
Yeah, that's an
Okay, silica.
No. Also just a chemical compound.
I don't know.
The minerals that comprise granite. Quartz and... Shasta? What is it again? No. Shale, whatever.
Shale is a rock, and so is schist, which I think
That's what I was going for.
Quartz is a mineral. That was right, but you did not get the
Mica.
others. Mica is another mineral.
That's in.
So together, you
graphite.
guys.
So I should get half a point.
Not in graphite.
These are way
it's in
too hard.
granite. Graphite's
Granite.
also a mineral. Oh my god, it's so embarrassing.
Is graphite in granite?
No.
I was thinking graphite. That's why I was so confused. I was
Graphite
like,
is
it's made of carbon.
Yeah. Tell me the
Granite,
point
duh. Granite to countertops.
How do I handle conditional behavior in JavaScript?
Well,
Yeah, okay.
These are intro questions.
Ah.
Very
So is
introductory.
that.
Yes, but okay. Last question. What is the most common mineral class on planet Earth? Yes, Jess?
Tough.
No.
The most common mineral class?
C.
Metal.
No. The correct answer is silicates.
Uh,
So you guys were really bad at that quiz.
I got 0 points on that quiz. It was
that's
way too
I
hard.
got
really
some
embarrassing.
points.
So here are the current standings for the quiz extravaganza. In
Damn it, I got
third
4
place,
fucking points.
Joe with 4 points out of 20. In second place is Renee with 7 points out of 20. And in first place is Jess with 9 points out of 20.
Because that proves your quiz was too hard.
Okay, well, I didn't think it was
but
hard.
I got some.
What?
I thought
Also,
somebody was giving ancestral quiz.
You guys both had 4 points, so Renee got 3 of yours, and I got 2 of Renee's. So essentially, yours was as hard for Renee as Renee's was for me.
We
No, that was
each
just
got 4
speed
points
time.
for yours. For Renee's, you got 2 and I got 0. Okay? That means 8
Yeah.
questions were correct on your quiz and 2
See, I
on
guess I am
Renee's
just a
quiz.
harder teacher than I realized.
No, but I was saying, but we got all of yours, and I got most of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I was saying Renee's was as hard.
But I
Oh no,
think-
you got 0 for.
I don't
Renee's,
think it was
you're
that
I was
hard.
saying
Yeah.
Renee's quiz was as hard for you as yours was for me.
No,
What?
for
That
me.
doesn't make sense.
For me.
I was saying your quiz was as hard for Renee as mine was, as mine was for, as Renee's was. Okay,
Just stop. It doesn't matter. Joe is the worst at quizzes.
I want to explain
No,
why it makes sense.
I'm the best quiz maker.
You used to be the quiz master. Now you're the quiz laster.
Yeah, you guys come to trivia where we play trivia and see what happens.
We definitely will.
Whatever,
come.
Uncle Al. Calm
Next
down.
time.
It's okay to lose every now and then.
Never.
Yeah, but you at least play games. It's
Also,
like,
your glasses are really dirty.
I need the anti-glare coating's coming up.
Ew.
I need a new prescription. I haven't had time to find a fucking eye doctor.
Ugh.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway.
All right. So anyway,
Pretty
what's
sure
the
my eye doctor's on
timestamp on
drugs.
this episode?
1 hour 3.
Okay, so let's just
Almost
move
time
on
to
to our
wrap.
final segment of 2 final
Wait,
segments.
I was going to say something about this quiz. Let me think about it first. Oh.
Were you gonna say that your quiz was
No,
as hard for
I'm
Joe?
not.
My quiz was for
I was
me.
going
Nope, you
to
still
say
got it wrong. You
my
didn't take your own
students-
quiz.
Joe, my students recently submitted to their evaluations for the fall semester, so my college kids, right? And keep in mind that the class is a 10-week accelerated class. I got 3 writing comments that said, this is a lot of work for an introductory class. There's so much work in this class. And I'm like, it's a 16-week class that you chose to take in 10 weeks. It's going to be a lot of work.
The
I
first
don't
day
understand.
of class, I give them a speech about how this might be the hardest thing they've ever done, and I'm not going to promise all of you will cry, but at least half of you will cry, and I still get comments every time about the pace being too fast. It's called a boot camp.
Yeah. I just don't get it. I'm like, it's called an accelerated class.
Do you say things like, drop and give me 20 codes or whatever, and then they have like,
give me 20 lines. It's like,
20
I just don't
codes.
understand, like,
I don't know what you call it.
not codes. I don't understand, like, when they're like, oh yeah,
Code
well,
chill.
I'm not great at science, so I decided I would just do 10 weeks instead of 16. I'm like, but it's still all the work. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
You're like, actually, you should take the 20-week class.
Yeah, I'm like, if there's an extended semester, you should consider that one. But anyway, those are my actually, that was 2 of my 3 comments. The 3rd comment was how the class is really great and they really liked it. I think that was
Honestly,
Eric.
you should suggest that. They should do something like that where it's like a half class and it's like 1.5 credits or 2 if it's like a 4-credit class, and they take it at like half pace. The college will just make more money because the kids will have to take 2 semesters to get
Not if they can...
the requirement.
Because you charge by credit hour. So if you're only offering
Well,
a
some
class for
charge
1.5...
flat.
Oh, I
tuition.
see what you're saying.
yeah, we do
that's
charge a
true.
credit.
Duh. Didn't think about that.
But
All
you
right.
just charge more. I feel like you're getting built-in
That's
support,
true.
so we pay this.
You can pay the $1,000 tuition plus the $1,700 support fee or whatever it is.
All right, so we have our 2 segments. First one is the segment formerly known as Weight Watchers.
Oh, let me check my weight. I gained weight.
So Renee and I both gained this week. The holiday gains. I mean, Renee basically ate herself. I was up 1 pound.
I ate myself.
That's what Joe said.
Oh, yeah.
So I was up 1 pound, but the previous week I had been down 1.2. So I look at it as a total loss of 0.2,
0.2 pounds, okay.
which I'm like, okay, that
Let
will
me check,
work.
because I did actually step on the scale yesterday, so I know exactly how much I weigh right now.
Also,
When is the last time I weighed myself in my weight tracking?
I don't know how to...
I can't even find it.
I gained 2.6
Is
pounds.
it. Oh, there it is.
when was the
One
last
second.
time you had weighed in?
1 second.
The day after Thanksgiving.
The last time I weighed in was 11:24.
Oh, so before Thanksgiving. So it had been like almost a month.
Yeah, and I'm still down 3 pounds since I started. Total.
Alright.
So
It's an accomplishment.
yeah, I mean it's not great, but I had the bronchitis and then I just got off track, and so hopefully I'll get back.
Unfortunately, because Renee missed so many meetings or workshops, she's not eligible to.
No, they gave me an extra.
Oh yeah, the lady. I figured she would do something like that.
She just gave
I was like, oh, you should just be like, oh, I was here the one time and I didn't get it, but
Well,
she
I
just
didn't
gave
lie.
her
She
an
just
extra
gave it to me.
sticker,
So now I can get my
so she'll be
charm
able to
next
get her
week.
charm next week. Which will be
Okay,
good.
so I last weighed myself on Saturday, November 23rd, and I weighed 284 pounds. And then
Oh,
yesterday,
I was
I
gonna
weighed
guess.
278 pounds. So
Oh.
That's...
You weigh
Were you
100
trying to
pounds
lose
more
weight,
than
or was
Renee,
it just a fluctuation?
and you only weigh about 30 pounds more
Huh?
than me.
Were you like losing weight, or was it just a weird fluctuation?
That's it.
What
Was,
is
no,
your
I'm,
case?
I'm losing weight.
Why does your case look like a bumper car?
We mean, are you doing
This
it?
is from Jessica.
Because I gave him that phone and I was like, you have to use one of these sparkly cases.
I love it. You can't ever lose it. When the light hits it, it's just like, that's my phone.
I love that he loves it.
I love it.
It's like a Cinderella ombre.
It's like a bumper car.
No, like
Yeah,
a year
I
ago
can
in
see
September, I was almost 300 pounds, so I said, F that noise.
Same.
Nice. So
Well, I mean,
that's
I've
what she
never-
mean. Are you doing it intentionally?
I tried to imagine
Uh-huh.
being like 300 pounds, and I'm like,
Hello.
yeah, I know, but I'm saying for myself.
Do you weigh 300 pounds?
No, I weigh 250, but my heaviest was like 270,
My heaviest is like now, basically.
178 or whatever.
Well, like
is what you are.
185 was like my heaviest.
Yeah.
That's
so,
my goal weight.
We're a bunch of big girls and boys.
All right.
I'm a beefy boy. It's in the name.
I'm a beefy girl.
I know,
We're
but it
animals.
is very unhealthy. That's like the only thing is like you don't realize it because when you're young and like we have a lot of things in our family that allow us to live this way and not have to worry about it. Like we have really low blood pressure. We don't have like cholesterol, like super bad cholesterol issues. We do have a history of diabetes. Like you're going to get diabetes if you don't change your ways. So are we.
Well, we're going to
Same.
diet-beat it.
You can like so that's like the thing.
You
is
can
it's
diet
like
manage it.
the
really.
size is whatever,
No,
but it's
type
also
2 you
like
can
isn't it
cure.
annoying
True,
to be on
true.
airplanes? Like it is annoying because
And,
You
like,
airplanes
see
are
how
really
tiny
small.
my wife is, though?
To have to like
Well, yeah,
worry
that's
about.
helpful because you can have
Yeah.
a small person next to you to kind of like even it out.
Yeah, but as a person who's been the small person before, it's also like annoying. Everyone's like, well, you can sit on the step stool because our butts aren't small enough. And I'm like, yeah, but like, is that my problem? Like,
Or it does always get stuck.
But
in
if
the
you're
middle of the
on when you
backseat.
when you
It's true.
fly without your partner, your skinny
don't do
person.
that.
Well,
My
if you do,
skinny
but you
person.
know that everyone's like, oh, I hope I don't sit next to that person.
And when you're like just sitting and breathing loud, and everyone's like, "Ew."
yeah,
I
Stop
don't fat
breathing.
people breathe.
Sometimes.
yes, you do.
Not like she does.
Like the lady who was doing my nails yesterday was like breathing really heavy, and I was like, "Girl, can you not?" Like,
My back's so
really
tender.
strenuous, like, painting
My back's
nails.
tender from the massage chair, I think.
Oh, my back was really hurting too. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, that's
Anyways,
what I'm
I don't
saying.
eat breakfast and I only eat undressed spinach for lunch. That's the trick. 1 meal a day.
Oh, that's
Intermittent fasting.
You eat nude spinach?
Yeah, every day for
Gross.
lunch.
Sounds so gross.
I used to put it in like a Tupperware, but I cut out the middleman. Now I just bring like the straight bag and just take leaves out. I call it my leaves.
Don't
So
get the
you're a
coli.
rabbit.
But also,
Yeah, sure.
you should eat breakfast.
No,
It's
intermittent
fine.
fasting is pretty big right now.
It
I don't
works.
really usually eat breakfast because I'm not hungry in the morning.
Me neither.
And I
Okay,
call
that's
it
fair.
Breakfast.
What I eat for breakfast is a plain, non-fat Greek yogurt with some like frozen berries in there, and then the frozen berries like melt and they add like a little juice.
It's not.
and it
that's
makes
too much
melt
sugar
or
in the morning.
thaw?
They thaw.
I would get sleepy after that much sugar in the morning.
No,
Sometimes I
it's
eat
the
overnight
Greek
oats with
yogurt.
chia
It
seeds
just
in
makes
the
you like
morning.
not feel hungry at all for a long
I
time.
don't feel hungry.
Except
during
this
the day,
lady at Weight
Mm.
Watchers was like saying how she like eats oatmeal and she could just like eat so much oatmeal and oatmeal never fills her up. And I'm like, what? I was like, are you human? Like that's not normal.
Because it
Oatmeal-
like sticks to
Well,
you.
they say like so. The thing about I tried eating real lunches, but I just get sleepy in the afternoon. And if you keep it under 50 calories, you don't break your
Do you get that
fasting.
2:30 feeling?
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe you need a 5-hour energy.
Yeah, no, you just don't eat lunch and you don't get that 2:30 feeling.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But then I get a little wonky sometimes if I haven't eaten in a while.
The last
Like
week I was
chicken
in
scratch.
school.
Well, if you want to try it, they say like with your morning coffee, just toss a stick of butter in there for a while so you get some
Not a
morning
stick.
calories. Yeah, a stick.
Not a whole stick of butter in
Okay.
one cup of coffee.
Not an entire stick.
It would
You're-
be like a
pat
pad.
of butter, so you get some calories in your morning coffee.
Yes, that's very keto.
Or eat a lunch food that's like spinach, which is like an entire bag of spinach has 40 calories in it. Like,
Depending on the size of the bag.
Okay.
okay, yeah, you're right.
All right. So the last segment we have is what's popping at the movies, where Renee and I have to mention that we went to see Cats,
And it was hot garbage.
It was so amazing. It was everything you would expect it to be and more.
And
And
just what we needed.
It was so weird and like my favorite line. So
Wait, are you being serious? You didn't hate it?
I mean, it's like you knew it was going to be horrible, and it was exactly what we wanted it to be, and it was like so funny.
It actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
You know they patched it, right?
What do you mean?
They released a new version with updated special effects because people say it's so bad.
Oh.
So
I wonder which one we saw.
I don't know.
When did you go see it?
We went to see it the day it came out,
So
or
then
the
you
20th.
saw the shitty special effects.
So it's fine though, but like
I mean, I don't know how what.
So
I don't think.
I don't know
it
what
makes
they
a
would have
difference.
changed. So Judi Dench's character is Old Deuteronomy, and she's the one.
Oh, gender swap.
She's kind of like the
Gender.
She's
bending? She's like the leader of the cat cult.
yeah. So and she's the one that chooses the Jellicle cat that gets to like have a new life.
New
and, like,
quiz question
go
to
to-
redeem yourself. How do you spell Jellicle?
Jellicle.
Did you say G or J?
J.
Oh wow,
J.
you knew
Yeah,
that.
you did it.
Why did you know that?
We have the book.
Oh,
The
you
T.S.
have
Eliot book?
The T.S. Eliot
Yeah.
Lives of what is it called?
Lives of the Jellicle Cats.
No, it's not. It was called something else in the movie. They said like Lives of Interesting Cats or something weird.
We have the book.
Anyway, so
Oh, okay.
at one point the kind of bad cat, the like villain of the movie, McCavity, he
McCavity?
and he's like
Is
a
he
magic.
dentist?
He's a
I know, it's kinda
magic.
weird,
I know it's
right?
weird. He's a magical cat, and he says like McCavity, and then he,
Oh,
like,
it's
disappears.
practical cats.
Yes.
that he calls them.
And then he like disappears. So he like takes away Old Deuteronomy.
Mungo Jerry.
Oh yeah, and then they're like Mungo Jerry and Rumpelteazer are these like mischievous cats that are like helping him. And then they're like, "Where is she? Where's Old Dude or whatever? Or where's Old Deuteronomy?" And then she's like, "I didn't know he was gonna do that. I didn't know he was gonna take Old Dude." And that was the best line of the movie when he called her Old
What's
Dude.
Taylor Swift's cat's name?
She doesn't have a name, I don't
Yeah,
think.
she does. It's like Bomb Ballerina or something.
Is
like
she
that.
barely in the movie? Because she's
She
all
sings
over
one
the trailer.
song. Yeah, she
All
sings
over the
one
trailer.
song.
No, she sings one song and she's
I mean,
like
like-
in it for a little, for like 10 minutes.
And then Idris Elba, when he comes out,
So weird.
so he plays McCavity and he's wearing like a trench coat and a hat the whole time. But then
I thought
during,
most of them didn't wear clothes.
well, yeah.
No,
so
a
then
lot of them do
during
wear
the
clothes.
song that Taylor Swift is singing, he then comes out and he's not wearing his clothes, but he looks super duper naked because like
he'd
a
been
human
wearing a
naked
coat.
because he had been wearing the coat, and it's like all his abs are showing and stuff. And also, I think because he has like dark skin and his fur is brown, so
It's
his
like the
fur
same
looks
color.
similar to
This
his.
feels racist.
No, but it's just like it does look similar to his
No,
skin
yeah,
tone.
because like it's not like the other
I
ones
guess
are like
the Taylor
they're
Swift cat was,
spotted
like,
Yeah.
or
flesh
something.
colored.
Yeah, exactly. Like if they were like exactly the same color as their face, because their faces are just like human faces,
yeah,
which is
and
also
then they
weird.
might
and
be
their
like
teeth are just regular teeth, which is like weird.
or they
Awful.
and their hands are just their hands, and their hands don't have the like.
They don't have paws.
and
No,
sometimes
and they
wear
don't have
sneakers,
fur on them.
but only on their bottom feet.
Do you
I
guys
think-
follow BoJack Horseman on Twitter?
No, but
I
we
actually haven't
should.
even watched all the BoJacks yet.
Hashtag cast cats as cats.
Did you watch Kimmy Schmidt?
It's great.
No.
Cast cats as cats.
But did you ever watch Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, or you never watched
Yeah, I
the
watched
show?
first season, then season 2 was bad. So I
In the
stopped
last
watching.
season, like basically, Titus like joins the cast of Cats by just like going to a Cats performance and then like just dressing up like a cat.
Yeah,
and
that's
just
like how
inject
they-
himself into the show,
Yeah.
and they're like, "How? That's how you get it?" Because his agent had been like, "I've always been trying to get you an audition for Cats, but it's impossible to get." And it's like because you just joined the show yourself.
Another thing is the cats. They're the actors or dancers like walking on two legs. So if they were walking on all fours or like on their hands and knees, it would make sense that they would like move their shoulders in a slinky way, like the way a cat would walk. But since they're walking on two legs, it looks really weird,
just
and it
walk
makes
like
them look like
this.
zombies because they're like moving in this like weird way.
I'm like, why are you walking like this?
Oh, man.
It's really, really weird. And,
And I
the
was
best
saying to
part
Jess-
is the final song.
Oh yeah, well I was saying to Jess though before, like when you first watch the movie, okay, so like for example, Rum Tum Tugger is played by Jason Derulo, and he's like a very good dancer. He's an excellent dancer. But the thing is, like, since their bodies are CGI in the movie, it just makes the dancing not seem impressive because it just seems like I've seen a baby CGI, a CGI dancing baby. So it's like
What? Is it Ally
If-
McBeal reference?
if like you were to watch them dancing in real life, you'd be like, wow, this is very impressive dance moves that a lot of them are doing. But since it's CGI, you just assume it's a computer doing the dancing, therefore not impressive. So just really weird. But yeah, the last song in the show is like I don't know what it's called, but it's
like
like
how
how
to
to
address a
address your
cat or-
cat, and it talks to you about like how to talk to your cat and stuff. And during that whole song, it's just like zoomed into Judi Dench's face, old dude, and she's singing like, right to the camera, which like I don't know what is this new fad in movies to just like look right through and break the fourth wall, but I'm not a fan of it. Like it's creepy as hell. Look
And there's
away.
three cats like around her.
Yeah, there's three cats like behind her in the back. So as she's talking, their like faces are very quizzical, like listening to everything she's saying. Then she starts talking about like treats that you can give your cat, like salmon paste, and the cats are like getting so excited in the back and they're
There's like licking the air and like
like this, and I'm like, ew, that's like really creepy, and like that's gross. It's like every time you talk about dinner, do people
So what
behind
is
you
the
just lick the
plot
air?
of the movie? Because
The
the
plot-
musical is like a cat talent show, right?
yeah, that's what it is.
basically.
Like essentially, like
Okay.
old Duke picks the cat that gets
America's
born.
Cats Got
that
Talent.
gets,
is basically-
yeah, that gets born again.
Britain's cats. They're from London.
Yeah, and then the cats, every cat that wants to like potentially get chosen, sings a song about themselves.
teach about themselves.
To tell
and then
about
she
why they
decides
deserve a
which
new
one-
life.
So in
dumb.
this movie,
Yeah, it
the
really is.
cavity is like basically just getting rid of all the competition. So everyone
And
who's
his
going to
sidekick
perform,
Tooth Decay.
everyone who's going to perform, he like kicks them off. He like kidnaps them.
His
so they
girlfriend
can't perform.
Gingivitis.
Stupid.
Gingivitis. That's really good.
So yeah, it's really bizarre.
But it was funny. We dressed up like, well, I wore my cat ears and my cat nose and whiskers.
I cat bounded. I wasn't like dressed as a cat, but I was dressed with cat accoutrement.
Yeah, and our cousin Lorelai texted me on like Tuesday or something, and she was like, she sent me a screenshot of the movie, and she was like, we could go see cats, we could dress up, and I was just like, mm-hmm, and that's why you're my best. So yeah, it was so amazing. I also wanted to mention some tea that's occurring. So we were texting about our cousins are coming to town and we were going to go out to karaoke, but we decided to do the karaoke party at my mom's house. So I told everyone.
Because it's going to be $1,000.
It was like
500.
So I told everyone, but I was like, we're going to get wings from Rooster Spin and we're going to get like pretzels.
Oh.
And then
Snyder's.
they're like, sounds good.
Oh.
Just kidding. So then Philly pretzel factory.
Lorelai asked me if she wants me to have her bring her microphones and her speaker, and I was like, okay, bring one of your mics, or bring your mics because I only have one, and bring your mic stand. And she's like, sounds good. She said, lucky the one Taylor dipped in fish food and poured water on still works. And I was like, oh, OMG. And she's like, I know, right? And then Taylor's like, I already said I was sorry. I told you I'd buy you another one. I was like,
Why did you
ooh,
do
the
that?
drama. I have no
I'm
idea.
So curious.
Well, I guess
so
you can
weird.
ask them.
That's so weird.
When you're singing, be like, it smells like fish food.
Well, no. So
Just be like a cat
when
in the
we were
background
in
getting
Pittsburgh, we
excited.
started
Elevator
filming
smells like fish,
a
just
reality
weird.
show, which we can do some more clips of here. But first we were kind of doing like a weird like scripted version, but then basically I would just start filming whenever some like drama would happen. So there's a really great scene.
Relatively regular.
Yeah, there's like a really great scene of like Lorelai and Taylor fighting about like making Rice Krispie treats.
Do they listen to this show?
It's not really
Sometimes.
anymore. And Taylor's
It's
like,
not ruler.
that doesn't make sense.
I mean, one of them
Yeah,
is
Taylor's a clap
a
talker.
drama queen for sure.
More than
They're all
that.
kind of.
They're like
rabble rouser.
tween and teen girls.
Says
They're all-
Joe. Joe's like the most drama stirrer ever.
Whatever.
I know.
Get out of here.
Oh, what's the
I do have to.
tea,
I do have to call back. Did you notice on episode 5 of The Mandalorian, the Princess Carolyn crossover?
Yes.
She's
Yes, I did notice Princess Carolyn. as a
playing the same character.
And she's I think she's in that show Dollface on Hulu too. She plays a cat lady who drives a bus.
Nice.
She only plays cats.
Yeah, I didn't really think of it. I think it's her, but yeah, she's like a lady, but like very similar to the Cats show. She's like a lady cat,
I got
CGI
you.
cat lady.
I got you.
I can't
She
get over
wasn't
that
like a cat
BoJack
lady.
Wait, what's her
thing.
name?
Cast cats as cats.
Amy Sedaris is her name.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And
Like
she's
the
married
sister
to.
of David Sedaris.
Oh,
Like,
right.
Siblings.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you know what? I don't think it is her. I think it's someone else. It's Beth Grant. I guess I was just thinking of her.
That's racist. That's catist. It's animalist. It's
This is
speciesist.
her. She's a cat lady.
Well, yep,
She just
that's
reminded
a
me of
cat
her.
lady.
She must be from
Oh,
something
she's a
else that I
cat lady.
see.
Let me see.
Yeah, she's a cat lady.
She didn't just like.
What?
Just
Okay,
get out
I
of
thought
an
you meant she
explosion.
was a person that like.
No, I figured you thought she just was a fan of
Yeah,
cats. Like, she
because I
had a
didn't know
bunch of
that
cats.
show was weird like that.
Yeah, so it's like a lot of it's not that weird, but it's there are parts like it reminds me of that weird show. What is that on FX? Man vs. something
Food?
Oh no,
No,
it's like
with like that nerdy guy Jay.
isn't it like Last Man in the Universe or something like that?
Remember Man vs. Beast?
Yes, but no, it wasn't that. It was whatever it is. So there's like parts where she
Hot dog
basically
eating
has like,
contest: Kodiak Bear versus a Japanese guy.
No,
Who
I like
can pull
what.
an airplane faster? One elephant or 50 little people?
I like the orangutan.
The tug of war,
strong-
the
yeah,
orangutan versus
with
the
the
marine.
Navy SEALs or whatever. Because it was like literally the orangutan like was sitting and he just had one hand.
He
on
was
the
like,
rope. He was like, and just like.
There's an orangutan at the Seattle Zoo that loves YouTube.
Loves YouTube.
There, we
It'll
saw a
sit
baby
at,
one.
It'll sit at the
episode.
glass and like if you showed a YouTube video, when the video ends, it'll knock knock for the next video.
That's cute.
That's sad.
Well,
Look at our screens. Are even infesting our primate cousins? They're
we
sad.
saw a
Orangutans
cute.
are like the stoners of the great apes, man.
We saw a cute one at the Phoenix Zoo. A baby. He was so adorable.
Baby orangutan.
Yeah.
They're cute, but they're little.
And they had
fuzzies.
like clothes, so he like they would use the t-shirts and as like a kind of like a swing, like a hammock.
Oh, I thought he
but
was
then
wearing it.
no, then he put the t-shirt on, and then he was like climbing, and the t-shirt was kind of like falling off, and it was so adorable.
Wait,
'cause it
like
was-
he put it on actually like a shirt.
yeah, he put it on. He was like wearing it like a
That's
shirt.
so cute.
And then he was climbing, and it was like falling off, and then he like scurried
I don't
out
understand
of
how you both came to this episode with zoo animal stories that I had not heard before. It's like you're really holding out on me.
Well, on our regular Animal Chat spin-off series, Animal Chat. All right.
it. You have an Animal Chat spin-off series?
No,
We just
You guys,
formed
like-
one.
Oh,
yeah. Okay.
all right. Well, it's been great. And
Oh, you
now-
sounded like you had more to say.
no, I just don't know how to end this episode. We usually say we're the Deerfeet sisters, and we're prancing away.
And they usually say like burp.
They say,
burp.
"Oh,
See
derp."
you guys next week. And then Epstein didn't kill himself, or somebody tries to interject some nonsense in.
Oh right.
Nice.
You know,
Vaccines give you
memes.
autism.
We don't have any guys
Chemtrails.
like that. Yeah.
Moon landing was fake. Do you guys know that Neil Armstrong didn't even... I mean, do you guys know that Lance Armstrong didn't even go to the moon? I was like, well, you got that one. I'll give it to you. You're right. Lance Armstrong did not go to the moon.
All right, I'm stopping this episode.
Bye.